Let's review how to determine what a regular verb is versus an irregular verb. When we look at the vocabulary list, verbs are listed by their principal parts. Those are their entry words on the vocabulary list. Notice that most verbs will be listed with two principal parts. We call them the first principal part and the second principal part. So first principal part, second principal part, first principal part, second principal part, first principal part, second principal part, first principal part, second principal part. You get the idea. We want to focus on whether or not the verb we're looking at is regular or irregular, so that when we read it in Latin or when we are writing it in Latin, we will know which set of notes to look at in order to understand the form that we are looking at and how to translate it, or how to write that verb into Latin. To determine whether the verb is regular or irregular, we need to look at the second principal part. The second principal part is also called the infinitive. The translation that you are provided for the verb is the translation of the infinitive, or the second principal part. So, essa means to be. Possa means to be able. Explicare means to explain. Monere means to warn. So that's the infinitive in English, and it connects to the infinitive in Latin. Notice when we look at the vocabulary list, beginning with winco, wincere, and going all the way down to moneo, monere, that the infinitive of every verb ends with the letters re, and in front of the re, there is a vowel. On this list, we see a or e. So we see ere on a verb like monere. We see ere on run. We see ere on conquer. And on all of the other verbs on the list, explico, to explain, to fight, to sail, to show, to sing, and to visit, we see are on the infinitive. Notice that when we look at to be and to be able, there is not an re. It's not there. And I don't see the vowel a or e, or even I, in front of it. That means that sum, essa, and possum, passa are irregular verbs, because they don't have a three-letter ending, the last two of which are re, and then that is preceded by either an a or an e, and sometimes we'll also see the letter I in front of the re. Anytime you do see those three letters, we're looking at a regular verb.